What's up? Alec back with the daily stock market, and look at that, a fairly green day in the stock markets finished on Friday. Tesla was up 3.9% back to $239 per share, and they're still down on the year 20%. So in this video, what we're going to talk about are some of the best deals in the stock market right now, some of the best stocks in the stock market. So make sure you stay throughout this entire video because we're going to try to talk about as many different stocks as we can. We are going to go rapid fire on these stocks, so we talk about as many stocks as possible. Now, we're not going to be too detailed on these stocks, so make sure you comment below which stocks from this video you want me to do a deep dive on, and we'll look at the fundamentals and technicals on this video. So PayPal is our first stock to talk about. Before we talk about them, just slap a big thumbs up on this video and share this video with a friend. Make sure you're subscribed on YouTube, the only place to find the full-length videos. PayPal, $61 per share. They're down 15% in the past month, and year to date, they're down 16%. But it gets even worse when we look at a yearly chart, and even worse than that when we look at a 5-year chart, because $61 per share, they are at a current 5-year low. So it could be a good idea to pick up some shares of PayPal. I did a deep dive on them, and they seem like a great stock to be swing trading and holding for long term right now. And I believe that they could easily get back to $120 per share, $125, $130, even $150 per share in the next 1 to 2 years, 12 to 24 months, which would be around a 100% gain of return on investment in the next 12 months. Now, even getting above 150 per share, I think, is possible with PayPal. They actually just acquired a new CEO, so that's a bullish thing. It was the CEO of Intuit, and they have a market cap of 67 billion, so a lot of runway ahead, with a PE ratio of 17, and their forward PE ratio, if you look that up on your own time, is even lower. And what do analysts have to say about PayPal stock? We can see they have an average price target of $87 per share in the next 12 months. Some analysts as high as $126 per share. So on average, around a 42% upside in the next 12 months. And the risk for this one, $65 per share on the low end for the next 12 months. So you can see where some of these analysts are coming from. JPM analyst with a $100 price target just reiterated that 5 days ago. And a lot of reiterations just this month as well from a lot of 4- and 5-star analysts. So overall, PayPal under $60 per share is one of my favorite deals in the stock market right now. Now let's talk about Verizon and AT&T. Now they're pretty much one in the same at this point, but we can see if we go to a year-to-date chart, they're down 16% Verizon, and the last year they're down 23%. In the past year, they're down 23%. And in the past 5 years, they're down 39%, which might not sound like a lot for stocks in the stock market right now, going down more than that in one day. But for Verizon, this is a big deal because their stock doesn't really move that much. And if we go back to around 2015, we can see that the stock price was way higher than it is now. We would actually have to rewind all the way to around 2012 to actually get that $30 share price on Verizon. So it's very interesting to see that the all-time low for Verizon in 2010 was $28 per share. Verizon is still a huge stock in the stock market. I think this will be an interesting one to do a deep dive in, and I think in one of the next videos, we'll do a deep dive on Verizon and AT&T, because if we look at the 5-year chart, it's more or less the same. AT&T is down 43% in the past 5 years, and their all-time low is around $14 per share, which the current price is right now. In 2003, we saw the price higher, and that was a low for AT&T. So right now could be a good place to scoop up some shares. These stocks are less of a huge growth stock like PayPal and more of a slow burn dividend grower. Okay, so even if this stock AT&T gets to $20, $25 per share, again, that's going to be really good for long-term investors, because if we scroll down, we can see that their dividend yield is 7.8% on their dividend yield. And if we go to Verizon, they also have a 7.8 dividend yield. Verizon also is a profitable company, staying profitable with a PE ratio of 6.67. So on average for AT&T, we have a 44% upside. We're using AT&T because analysts are a little bit more bullish with a 44% upside on average and a high of even $25 price target. Now take this with a grain of salt because these analysts haven't reiterated this in a while, and a lot of these are not 5-star analysts, and one of the only 5-star analysts from Citi actually said around $17 per share is a more realistic price target, which would still be nice with the dividend, the 7.8% dividend, and the little bit of an increase on the share price, the underlying asset as well. So with that huge dividend and a 5-year low, Verizon and AT&T are some of my favorite stocks in the stock market right now. But I will put a little disclaimer on these two stocks. Definitely worth doing a deep dive in yourself and seeing if it's something that will fit your portfolio yourself. I'll also do a deep dive on these two stocks, and it'll be up later this week on my YouTube channel. So if you want to just follow along with my deep dive on Verizon and AT&T, then make sure you're subscribed with post notifications on YouTube because that video will come out this week. Tesla is obviously one of my favorite stocks in the stock market. Also, they're down 10% in the past month. They were as low as $215 per share. And we can see in the year to date, they're up 101% with their share price closer to $118 per share at the start of 2023. Now, personally, I'm dollar cost averaging into Tesla. I think that's a great deal right now, is just a dollar cost average in. But I think a great place to be buying lump sum of Tesla is under $200 per share. I still think there is a possibility to see Tesla under $200 per share. And I think that's a great place to pick up shares for long term. So Tesla is making the video as one of the best stocks in the stock market August 2023. Now, if you are a long-term investor, it's at least worth taking a look at Disney stock, even if you don't like the company. If you love the company, if you go to Disneyland all the time and watch all the movies, then this is a perfect investment for you, because I think that Disney will be around for the next 10, 20, 30, 40, even 50 years. So they're a good long-term stock to forget about, and they're at a good price. In the last 5 years, this is one of the best places to pick up shares for Disney stock. Okay, they're at $83 per share, and in 2018, the stock was closer to $112 per share. Okay, so this is one of the best places since actually 2014 to pick up shares. Before that, they were closer to $30 per share and were trading at $30 per share for a long time. And then from 2011 to 2015, they had a huge run up in their stock around 200%. And then they consolidated a while around that $100 mark. Okay, so now we're under that $100 mark again. I think this is a great opportunity, again, for long-term investors and people who love Disney. Obviously, there's a lot of risks with their streaming platform. But if we rewind to around 2016, 2015, when their share price was even higher than it is today in the hundreds of dollars, they didn't even have any of the Disney Plus subscribers. There was no such thing as Disney Plus. So as of right now, Disney Plus is kind of just like a bonus on top of everything that Disney has already built. You know, they own ESPN, Hulu, Marvel, so if you're bullish on any of those. Disney even owns ABC. They own cable networks, Disney Channel, ESPN, FX, National Geographic, Stars Plus, ESPN Plus, Hulu, Hotstar. They also own things like X-Men, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, Fantastic Four, Deadpool, Avatar, Fox, 20th Century Fox, ABC, we already went over that, and lots more stuff like that. So when you put it that way, I definitely want a slice of this. I definitely am bullish on all these things overall for the long term, and you get them all wrapped up nicely in one company. And the price is the lowest it's been in the last decade. It's actually at closer to like a 10-year low because it's at trading at $83 per share right now. So I think it's a great deal. I'm personally investing in it. If you don't like Disney, don't invest in it. It definitely has a risk to go lower, around $75 per share or under could be a better entry. But I think closer to that $80 mark is a great place to start dollar cost averaging in for long-term investors. Remember, this is not financial advice. These are just my own opinions that I'm talking about. And the last stock we'll be talking about is Enphase Energy, ticker symbol ENPH. We can see they're down 28% in the past month, 25% down in the past 3 months, and they're down 53% year to date. So Enphase Energy, I love the renewable energy sector as a whole. I think it's going to be great for long-term investors, and there could be a huge boom in long-term energy over the next 5 to 10 years. So long-term investors could especially benefit from this. Enphase Energy was trading closer to $300 per share for a long time. Now it's closer to $120 per share. So I think we're getting a steep discount at these prices. Under $150 per share is my personal green light where I'm dollar cost averaging in Enphase Energy over the long run. I think this is one of the better renewable energy, green energy stocks to be invested in. Okay. Also, there's a lot of public information out about this stock, so I would recommend typing in YouTube or doing your own research on Enphase Energy after this video, because there's a lot of great information on people who did deep dives on Enphase Energy, and it does look like it is a great deal at these prices. You know, the last time we really saw Enphase Energy this low was a couple of years back in 2021. They only have a market cap of 16 billion, so that could go a lot higher. They also have a PE ratio of 31, which was significantly higher in the past and a lot lower than the historical or traditional PE ratio that Enphase Energy typically trades at. And if we look at what analysts have to say about Enphase Energy, they have around a 61% upside on average, around $200 price target in the next 12 months, with some analysts as high as $262 per share. Now, we did see a lot of these analysts reiterate this price target closer to 30 days ago, okay, but we see a top 25 analyst from Oppenheimer Group, and they have a $191 price target on Enphase Energy. So that's really exciting to see. We also see a lot of other 5-star analysts, one from JPM Morgan with another $200 price target, and the list goes on and on. So overall, I think this video is a great place to start your stock market investing. I just want to point you in the right direction. Don't make investments based off this video. What you should be doing is doing your own research based off this video, okay? If a stock caught your attention out of the bunch, then go do research on that stock or those specific couple stocks before just throwing thousands of dollars in a stock for long term. Make your own informed decisions, because the most important reason why you should is if you believe in investment, guess what? You're going to be holding that investment for long term. If you don't believe in an investment and you're just investing in it because someone is telling you to, then you're not going to hold it for long term because you don't believe in it. You're going to sell it probably in like 6 months, 8 months, and it's not going to be a cornerstone part of your portfolio. So do your own research, gather some belief in a stock, and then invest in it. Hope you guys appreciate all these videos I make for you every single Sunday, taking time out of my day. And if you do, just drop a big thumbs up on this video. That's all I ask, and subscribe with post notifications on YouTube so you don't miss out on any future videos. Also share with a friend this video. Now, if you want to join my group, my private trading group, and want to take your trading to the next level with option trading, swing trade, and long-term investments, go ahead and click on success number 9. Read through those positive testimonials. Now over thousands of success stories from the program. So read through some of those yourself and message me with any questions you have. Now over 210,000 followers, 813 posts. We've been doing this for years and years and years and years and helping so many people. So you deserve to be next in the stock market. Let's develop some wealth together in the stock market. Message me for access to my website and access to my private group, my Discord. also. Thank you guys for all the love and support. Share this video with a friend. Drop a big thumbs up. And I'll see you in the next video. Remember, don't time the market, buy the market. Peace.